everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We are here. Good morning. It is Monday in the markets. Monday in the markets. User, thank you so much, user. JDM, thank you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Are we ready today? Bill Boyle. Thank you, my Bill. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for the follow, Brandon. Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. We got the lemonade. Travis Kayas, SMKK. We got the lemonade. Shelley Stringer. Good morning. Does everybody know what this is right here? Who knows what this green bar is? Gianluca, good morning to you. Good morning. Yes, that's the gap up. That's from the CHINA and USA Trade DEAL that they did. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Don't forget the lemon buddies are on the board. We got to hammer those 10 lemon buddies right out of the gate. That is the goal. Renee with the follow. Candy. Thank you, my Candy. Candy. Someone else got one. Who was the other person? It doesn't show. Good morning, everybody. No, that's not a novice gap. That's just a gap up. It would be novice if we were in a bear state. Good morning, Susanna Pena. The gap is irrelevant, Joe. The gap is irrelevant. The state of your stock is what's relevant. Good morning, my beauties. Yes, it is. Alpha, good morning. Good morning. We are at 5.4 thousand likes. As soon as we get to 10K, we're going to get this jam started. We're going to get rolling. OG Big Poppy, Hadrian Rodriguez. Thank you, my Hadrian. DK, good morning to you. Good to see you. Good to see you, everybody. Jakey, it's Jakey. What's up? Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I hope you are doing well. Christian Cruz, yes. Thank you, Christian Cruz. Good morning, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Christian Cruz again. All we ask that you do throughout the live is TAP, share it, share the live out, and donate if and when you can. We got to hit those goals that come up on the board, okay? Right now, the goal is the Sour Buddy. Thank you, Christian Cruz. Let's get going. Right now, folks, we have a gap up here on the CHINA USA trade news, okay? So that's our gap up. We're in a narrow state this morning. What we do know is at 683, we have resistance, 684, 685, but you're narrow. So you still have more room to the upside for one leg, okay? One leg, remember that. Of course, traders, you got to know your 50% retracement level right here, right around 680. 680 is your 50% retracement level. Remember, if we hold that level, we're looking long. If we come under that level with a retest, we're looking short here on Miss Market. All right. But the state of your stock, forget the gap. The state of your stock is narrow. As we head over to the daily here and we pull this daily up, our 8 and our 2, our 20 right here are nice and tight. So we do have more room to the upside, okay? Once this 8 starts separating from this 20, then we know for certain we're going to get a pullback. But right now we're narrow. We are narrow. So we still got more room. What else are we looking at? Good morning, April Stapleton. Mr. Dave. Yes, it is. Mr. Dave. Christian Cruz. Thank you so much. Who else did those sour buddies this morning? Let's see. Anya. Who else? Hadrian Rodriguez. Yes. The facial blaster. Thank you so much. We're going to turn this over to the roses now. All right. We are going to turn this over to the roses, and we're going to get on with the rest of our symbols. Zoop. Apple, let's go. So Apple, we are in a neutral state. All right, we have our gap up here to position 2 currently in Apple. We do have resistance here on Apple at 265.30. All right, 265.30. We have a resistance there, so be careful. And coming back down the board, we also have support here at this pivot point to the downside here on the hourly on Apple, all right? That's the top of our whip zone as well. So we have hourly resistance, also the top of our whip zone. Anything above 265.30, watch your whole numbers, 266, 267, 268. You're neutral. You got a tight neutral state here, okay? Back under 262.07 is where the golden goose is for a move to the downside here. You'll have room down to your 5-minute 200 right here around 260 on Apple to the downside under that pivot, okay? But as you're coming down here, watch the top of the whip zone, 264 on Apple. Hello, Darshan. Travis, hello. Good to see you. KK. Good to see you. Francisco Javier Marquez Gutierrez. Good morning to you. The Qs. The Qs say much like the SPY. You're in a narrow state, okay? You are in a narrow state here on the Qs. On the daily, your 8 and 20 are still nice and tight. You still got room to the upside. All you got, folks, is whole numbers, okay? 625, 626, 627, 628. We will put in our 50% retracement level. That is your gap up right now. Your 50% retracement level is going to put you here around 621 back to the downside, okay? 621. You want to stay over there for longs under 621 with a retest. You're coming back through the wickets. What else are we looking at? AMD. AMD from yesterday, we already have everything in place. We're in a neutral state. Same thing here with AMD. Watch 259, 260, 261 as we come up the board. Remember, traders, you got to know your gap up. Okay? Your 50% retracement level here will be around 256. 256. That's all you're looking for right now is, are you going to hold that 50? And then you can look for longs on your A-plus setups. If you don't know what an A-plus setup is, it's going to be very hard for you to make any play in the markets today. Simon says with the boxing gloves. Hector Isaias with the roses. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. Uber. It's going to be a good week. I can already smell it. Yes. You got to be patient, traders. Remember, your executions are on the one. We are in a narrow state. We are in the whip zone here on Uber. It's the first alert of the day. Bump, 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 bump. All right, here we go on Uber. We're in the whip zone above 95.04. We have room up to 95.66 and $96 whole number here on Uber. Back under $94, you have room down to 93.73 and $93 on Uber to the downside. Christian Cruz, happy birthday to your son. Everybody wish Christian Cruz's son a happy birthday. How old is he? Tesla. How old is that son of yours? Sonny boy. We are in a bearish neutral state here on Tesla. We are in position 2 to the upside. This is your novice gap right here, okay? This is your gap up. Boom. Right there. That's what we're currently looking at here on Tesla. Anything to the upside long, you want to be very careful of because we are in a bearish neutral state. Tesla, you can expect to be a little choppy this morning. All right. He's won. Happy birthday to the 1-year-old. I love it. Hello, QT. How are you? Flacco, good morning to you. Go get him. Happy birthday. So anything to the upside, you're not doing until that 20 catches up to that 200. All right. We're going to put our support and a resistance in now. All right, right here on Tesla, you got room up to 443.66, 445 area. Above 445 with a retest, you have room up to 450 on Tesla. Remember, you want to get narrow. Under 430, under the whole number, you have room down to 417. Ricardo Ramos. How are you, Ricardo Ramos? Netflix. All right, Netflix. Right now, we're in a neutral state. We are in the whip zone on Netflix. Yes. All right, here we go on the flicks of net. Back over 1102, you have room up to 1109 on Netflix. Back over 1102, you have room up to 1109. Currently, this is what you're looking at on Netflix, okay? So you will have room up to 1109. Back under 11. Whoa, baby. Back under 1094.50, you will have room down to 1064 on Netflix. Hip, 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 Oracle. Yeah, Netflix has a huge ATR, everybody. We're in a narrow state here on the Oracles. That we are. Oracle, we are in a narrow state. We are in position 2 to the upside. We're flirting here with this 15-minute 200. We're going to go over that here in a second. That's very important. You got the hourly 200 right above you up there here on Oracle. As we pull this back right here, if you stay above this 286.90, 287 area, if you could hold that for support, you have room up to 294 on Oracle. If we get back under this 200 with a retest, you're coming back down to 285, okay? Back under 283, you're coming back to 279.50 on Oracle. Remember, this is not financial investment or tax advice. This is for education purposes only, and you must trade at your own risk. NQ. Everybody, hoo, huh, he, huh, hey, ho, hey, huh. All right, here we go on NQ. Above 25,846, we have room up to the pivot here, 25,853. Above 25,853 with a retest, you're going to watch your whole numbers, 25,854, 855, 6, blah, 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 okay, to the upside. Back under 25,811, under the whip zone, 25,811, you'll have room down to 25,770. We're going to do a little Google. Whoa. We you're in a narrow state on the Googs, okay? This is your gap up, my beauties, on a Google currently. Watch your hold numbers coming up the board here. 266, 267 on a Google. But you are narrow. Our 50% retracement level currently lies here at 263. Staying above that 263, you're looking for your longs. Under 263 with a retest, you're coming back through here through the whip zone. So 263 is your current golden goose, okay? Anything to the upside, traders. I'll give you a little freebie here at the bell, all right? Your 2 minute, you start going up. You can look for the 2 minute give back bar here to the upside. Watch your hold numbers as you go up. You are narrow here, but you always have to look for the immediate pullback through. And that is why right here, your 50% is crucial, okay? MU. Dennis Diaz. Would what be the same, my brother? What be the same, my brother? MU, we are in a neutral state. We are not narrow here on MU. We are neutral. We are in position 2 to the upside on MU, okay? 226, 227, 228, that is what you're going to look for here on MU. As we draw it in right here, our 50% retracement level is right around 222. 222 to the downside, okay? Watch that. 222, 223 area. That's what you want to stay above. But remember, you are neutral on MU. You're not narrow, okay? Now we're going to pull you back under 216.53. You'll have room down to 215 right here, and then 214 on MU, okay? 214 on MU. So we're going to bring this in so it's clearer for you. Under 216.53, you have room down to 215 and 214. Greetings. How are you preparing for the Bitcoin reboot that is coming? The Bitcoin reboot? The reboot of coin? We have a wizard in the chat, everybody. Everyone, all in crypto, respond to him and tell him he is the wizard of the day. Wizard of the day, everybody. Yes, it is. Christian Cruz, David Gibson, Marcus, JL, Hama, Paulo, Davion, Bill Boyle, Tanya. Yes, thank you for all those roses. I appreciate you. We have the wizard of the day this early. You believe it? Who would have thunk it? The wizard is here. The coin reboot. The coin reboot. JL Haba. Good to see you, my brother. Let's head over to Amazon. And now we wonder why 92% of everybody in the market loses. Now you know why, okay? I told you the more you come on these lives, you're going to see them all over the place, all right? Narrow state on Amazon. We are in position 3 to the upside here on Amazon, but we got some resistance. Yes, we got a double top right there. Boom, 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 boom. Look at that thing. All right, here we go. This is our move currently up on Amazon. Be careful. At 220, we got resistance. 231, we have resistance, okay, to the upside. See how this gives you a good understanding of what's happening here? Our 50% retracement level, which I would be looking at, is at 227. 227 to the downside is your 50% retracement level. Yes, YouTube, the wizard is here. Back under 223.98. Whoops, under 224. You got your 5-minute 200 right here. 221.37. Hello, Jules. Good to see you. Thank you for the follows, everybody. I appreciate it. Tiana Monet. TSLL. Tiana Monet. All right, same thing as regular Tesla. You are currently in this neutral state, bearish to the downside. All right. See how we're bearish here? Boom. We're going to have a 15 or a 1 hour coming up here. There it is. There's the 15-minute 200. Same exact thing. There's your 1 hour. Tiana Monet. Yes. All right, here on Tesla, above 2010, you have room up to 2032, 2040, 2050. TSLL. All right, back under 1929, you have room down to 1877 and 1850. Nvidia, no one asked for Nvidia yet. To the moon. We are. All right, currently here on Nvidia, this is our move to the upside. Whoop, there you go. You got resistance right here at 191. 191. You got to get over that with a retest, and then you'll have room up to 193.50 and 194 here on Nvidia. Your 50% retracement level right here is at 189. 189. You want to hold that 189 for more room to the upside. Under 189 with a retest, you can look to come back through the whip zone. XRP, where's the wizard? Ask him, we're getting the reboot. Where's the wizard at? Where the hell did he go? The reboot. The reboot. Above 263.89, you have room up to 265.63 and 267.19 here on XRP. Please mark those levels down. There's nothing rebooting, okay? Except your PC if, you do any updates. 2.6055, you have room down to 2.59. Whole number here on XRP. The SPY. All right now here on the SPY, we are in a narrow state. We're up there in position 2. We're starting to get close to position 3. Watch 683, 684, 685 here on the old Miss Market. That is your move to the upside currently right here. Don't be fooled, my beauties, all right? 50% retracement level is going to put you right around 680. 680. You got to stay above 680 for some longs, all right, my beauties? 680. Under 680 with a retest, you're coming back through. PLTR. You got it. Right now, keep tapping, everybody. We are at 76,000. 250,000 will be the all-time record. Can we get to 250 today? Yes or no? Mr. Dave, are we tapping over there on the tubes? Remember, the super chats are available over there on the tubes. And as always, the VIP is available. Welcome to all those VIPers this weekend. We had a lot of them. A lot of VIPers. You can head over to thevosstrading.com. That is how you get into the VIP. Or you can click the link in my YouTube or TikTok bio. We have VIP live training tomorrow night at 7 p.m. by me. You will learn more in that 1 hour than you have your entire trading career thus far. PLTR, that is a guarantee. That's the one thing I will guarantee. We are in an arrow state on PLTR to the moon. We got room up to in position 3 here on PLTR. We're going to watch the whole numbers coming up the board here. 190, 191, 192, and so on and so forth. We are going to mark out your support levels that were once a resistance, though, coming back down, okay? So we are going to pull this back out right now. That's what she said. And we are going to... That is your gap up, okay? That is your gap up. Your 25% retracement level is right there, 188. Mark that down. That is also support, 188. And then you can look possibly for another move up. Your 50% retracement level is going to put you at a little lower here, 187. I see that's pointing right to it. 187. As long as you stay above that, you can look for your longs. Under 187 with a retest, you're coming back through the wickets. Sunshine. Hello, Sunshine. Jack Priest. What's going on, baby? AMD. This is PLTR, folks. If you want to know what we're looking at, my beauties, look no further than the symbol and the time frame. All right, AMD for the priest. We got the beat going here, everybody. If you're here for the first time, hit that follow button. All right, Nvidia. AMD, I'm sorry. We are in a neutral state. We are in position 2 to the upside here on AMD. 260, 261, 262. Watch your hold numbers going up the board here, okay? Now let's do the real work. Are we ready? Boom. Here we go. That is your current move to the upside. Your 50% retracement level is 256 here on AMD in that neutral state. 256. You stay above that. You can look for your longs under 256. You're coming back through with a retest. Nvidia again. Right now on the vids, we know what's going on. We got 191 right here. We have major resistance, all right? I'm just letting you know. 191, you got resistance. Above 191 with a retest, you have room up to 193.50 and 195, okay? Our 50% is going to put us at right here around 189, 188.50, 188.50. Under 188.50, you can look for those shorts to the downside on on Nvidia. Carnival Cruise Lines. How many of you here have been on a cruise before? Say me in the chat. Who has been on a cruise before? Put me in the chat. Me. Would you do it again? Yes or no? Would you do it again? Yes, no. All right, there's a lot of no's in here. How come? The no people, tell me why. Tell me why you want to do a cruise again. Currently on Carnival Cruise Lines, we are in a bearish neutral state. We are in position 1. You have room up to $30 and $30.15 on Carnival Cruise Lines, okay? Back under $29.37, you have room down to $29.21, and then ultimately down to $29. Seasick. Oh, well. Too crowded. Captive for days, Tiana. That's why I won't go on one. I don't want to be on a boat with all those people. I can't go anywhere except overboard. No way, Jose. All you need is one mutant. You know what I'm saying? To get the boat sick. Here we go. We are in an arrow state on Amazon. This is our move up. We got resistance right here at 229 and 230, okay? Our 50% retracement is right here around 226.50, 227 area on Amazon, all right? 227, hold it. You got room, move to the upside. Under 227, you're coming back through for your shorts, okay? Try it once? No way. I like my all-inclusives. Well, I can walk up to the pool, go in, and walk or swim up to the BAR. Yo! And then if I see someone sneeze to the right of me, I can get out and go far away from them. Brighter when I'm with you. Tesla, we are in a neutral bearish state. We are in position 1. We got room up. This is going to be choppy at the open, okay? 444. You got room up to 444. Above that with a retest, you have room up to 450 on Tesla. Whoa, baby. Hold on. I got to put that back. Whoop. There it is. Back under 430 and get under the hold number. You have room down to 417. A lot of cruisers over there on the tubes. Look, OKTA. Let's see what we got. Remember during COVID? Remember during that time in 2020? About a year later, you know, when you could be around people again? You're sitting there, right? Doesn't matter who you're with. You're sitting there, and all of a sudden they go, "Hachoo!" And you're like, "Get me out of here." Get me out of here! You don't care. If there was a brick wall there, I was trying to go through it. Get me the hell out of here! All right, here we go. OKTA. Right now, you are in an arrow state. Position 2. You got room up to $91 on this. $91. Back under $88.76. You have room down to $88 and $87.64. Like, get me out of here! I've been to Sandals Resorts long time ago. To me, they're a dime a dozen. Roger with the follow. RCL. Royal Caribbean. I heard that's the cream of the crop, right? Royal Caribbean. I heard on Carnival Cruise Lines you're doing like KEG stands. On Royal Caribbean, you have to go up like this. Hello. Yes, I'll have some Grey Poupon. And in Carnival, I heard it's like, yeah! Is that true? Is that true? I don't know. I've never been on one. Katana Lim. We are in a narrow state on Royal Caribbean. Position 2. You got room up to 320. Above 320 with a retest, you got room up to 322 here on Carnival Cruise. Under 316.47, you got room down to 310. 11. Hello, are you 11? How's 12 doing? Robinhood, Jessica Pilach. Let's hammer those roses for goal number 3. Let's see what we got on the hood of Robin. Bum, 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 bum. Yes, it is. All right, Robinhood to the moon. We are in a narrow state currently here on Robinhood. This is our move to the upside. Right here at 145, we got a resistance. Above 145 with a retest, you got room up to 149.50 and then 150 to the upside here on Robinhood. Currently, our 50% retracement level, let's put this in. Currently, your 50% retracement level is 143. 143. Stay above that. You can look for some longs, my beauties. Under 143 with a rate test, we're coming back through. Nothing on watch here on Monday, Gianluca. Mondays and Fridays, I'm I got to stay patient because you don't know what's going to happen. Christina Zen, Andrew, Chad, 11, Bill Boyle, Marcus, E.L., Powder, Christian Cruz, Tanya, thank you so much. What are we looking at? We are looking at different homes that we may buy. You want to get in and invest with us? These are different homes we're looking at. So far, we had one wizard today. One wizard on the board. Right now, we are in a narrow state. We are in position 2 on hims and hers. Yes. Look at that granddaddy lurking. Look at that granddaddy lurking. All right, here we go on hims and hers. Oh, this thing again. I remember this thing. All right, here we go. Above 50.39, you have room up to $51 and $52 on hims and hers. Yes. Back under 49.85, you have room down to 48.75 and 48.44 on hims and hers. Rise to the occasion, my brothers and sisters. Rise to the occasion. IWM. Right now, we are in a narrow state on IWM. We are in position 2 to the upside here on IWM. All right, we got resistance up here at 253. 253. Mark that baby down, okay? Currently, this is our move to the upside. Right here on IWM, as you can see right above you, 253. Do I want to go long into 253? When you hear the bell at the open, everybody, everyone's heart rate's about to go up, so be careful, okay? Would you go long into that whole number, yes or no? Would you go long into that whole number? No, you're not going long into that whole number, you silly goose. All right? So right here, whoa, hate when I hit that button. Your 50% retracement level is right around 251. All right, 251. Look for the retest. Hold it. Then you can look for your longs. Under 251, you're coming through the wickets. Folks, this isn't rocket science, all right? You just got to learn how to trade. A lot of you don't know what you're doing, so that's the problem, okay? A lot of you have no clue what you're doing. Today's going to be a guessing game for you. Is this a narrow base? Bump, 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 bump. Yeah, you consider that narrow base. The problem is you're already up here in position 2. Tommy June. Hello, Tommy June. You got to get in the VIP, my brother. Stop wasting time. The more you waste time, the longer it's going to take you to learn how to do this. Trust me. I did it for 9 years that way, and it didn't go well. Here we go. The VossTrading.com. That's how you get into the VIP. Click the link in my bio or type that into your browser. Everyone, hashtag VIP in the chat. VIP is $50 a month, $49.99 a month. AVGO. Can't get cheaper than that for the education you're going to get. I could charge easily $500 a month. I would never do that. Right now, we are in a narrow state on AVGO. We are in position 2 to the upside on AVGO. There she blows right there. 363. Watch that to the upside. Yes. Let me mark these out for you. All right, very simple, folks. AVGO, we are, hold on. Whoop. We are narrow. We're going to pull this back out for you. That is our move currently to the upside. Right above it. Are we going long into 363? No. We are not going long into 363. Okay? Currently, your 50% retracement level is 358, 359 area by the time you get up here. You're going to get up here and reject off of it, that's for sure. So look at 359 as your 50%. Silver! I like them sunglasses, my silver. Yes, it is over there. Google. Goopre. Let me put these levels in for you. All right, now take a look, everybody. Are we ready? Boom. There's your gap up. 50% is around 264 right here. 264, 263.50, okay? We got room up to the whole numbers right there, 266 and 267. Watch the pullback. See what kind of retracement you get before you decide to go long. Don't just go long at the open into a whole number. Does that make any sense? Would you open your front door and run right through it? Boom! Oh! You're going to open the door. Open the door. Let the pullback open the door. All right? The Qs. Come on, I want another wizard. Right now on the Qs is the same as SPY, my beautiful traders. That's your gap up. 622 is the golden goose that you got to stay above for longs. Under 622 with a retest, you're coming back through the wickets. All right? Remember, 626, whole number. 27, 28, you got the resistance. Lamar with the follow. Bump. Mateo Azura, Devan. Mateo, you've been in here before. Nice try, Mateo. Nice try. You almost had me. Shelley, K. Braden. Christian Cruz. This guy's all over the place. I love it. Christian Cruz. Shelley Stringer. Who else we got? Christina Zen. Yes. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Meta. April Stapleton with the sour buddy. Thank you, April. MU. MU, we are in a neutral state. Now, here's the difference between MU and everybody else. Neutral. Right here. Look, my beauties. We are neutral. That is your gap up. Am I going long on that? No. Not until I get to see the pullback first. 226 right here. Who do we got? Vega Veg with the glowing jellyfish. Vega Veg. Yes, Vega. So we got, thank you, Vega. Appreciate you. 223 right there is your 50%. I got to see if I can hold that. All right. If I get any type of event above 223 with confirmation, I would take that long, yes, but not at the open. I'm in a neutral state. Where am I going? Into a hold number? You kidding me? You kidding me? XOM, you got it. Right now, we are in a neutral state. We are in the whip zone on XOM. Narrow on the 5. XOM alerts here on XOM. Watch this, baby. This is the best one, the best looking one so far. All right, my beauties, watch this thing. Whoop, whoop. All right, let's see what we got. XOM is on watch. I am actually going to put XOM on watch. Whoop. Let's see. Above 115.63, we have room up to 116.50 and then 117 on XOM. Back under 115, got to get under that hold number. You have room down to 114.50 and then 114 hold number. Watch XOM. Meta. Meta, meta, meta. Yes, meta. Woo, wee. Woo, wee. Meta, 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 meta. This guy's insane. This guy's insane. All right, let's see what we got here. Boom, 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 boom. Boop. 752. Boom, 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 boop. 756. Boom, 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 boom. Boop. Don't forget that one. 759. All right, here we go on Meta. All right, right now we are in a neutral state on Meta. Watch this one. You ready? That is our move up. Am I going long into 752 at the open? No. No, I want to see the pullback. All right, currently your 50% is 744. 744. Now I'm going to give you a golden goose here, okay? Because I love you guys. If you get up to 752, your 50% will be 746. Okay? You want to hold that level. Yes. You like that SSS, huh? You guys like when I draw the symbol in? I mean, the candle in? You like when I draw it in, my beauties? INTC. Christian Cruz. There he is. Christian Cruz, where are you from, my friend? What state are you from? Three. INTC coming up. Dale Seward with the follow. Good job, Major Payne. Let's go, baby. Get in there. Thank you, Dale. I appreciate you. California. California. Everyone, give it up for Christian Cruz. California. And look at that beautiful baby. 1 year old today in his profile picture. Huh? You don't get any better than that. You know what I'm saying, folks? It don't get any better than that. INTC, we are in a narrow state in the whip zone. You got room up to $39. The golden goose is $39. Above that, with a retest, you have room up to $40 here on INTC. Under 38, my powder. You got room down to 37.67 and 37.50. TTD. The trade desk. Vega Veg! Let's go, Vega! Thank you, my Vega. Love you guys, man. You guys are good people. All right, TTD. Right now, we are in the whip zone on TTD. You're nice and narrow on the 5. I like it. 15, nice and tight there in that whip zone, kind of. Kind of. All right, let's see what we got here. Boom, 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 boom. All right, TTD. Under $51, you have room down to $50. Under 50 with a retest, you have room down to $48 here on TTD. Back over to whip zone. Remember, you're in the bearish neutral state, so you got to wait this out a little bit. Above 54.41, you have room up to 55. Above 55 with a retest, you have room up to 56.50. XAU. XAU to the moon. Above 4,068.059, you have room up to 4,097.363. Above that with a retest, you have room up to 41,38.563. Mark those down, my beauties. You got to get under 4,005.84. Get under this right here, okay? Then you have room down to 3,945.956. Boeing coming up. Boeing to the moon. Right now, we are in a neutral state currently on Boeing. We are neutral here on Boeing. We're going right to the hourly here. Double top right there. Boom, boom, boom. Here we go. Are we ready? This is your move up on Boeing. Are we ready? Whoop. That's your move up. Are we going long into 224? Who's going long at the open into 224? Who's going long into 224? No, you're not going long into 224, you silly goose. All right, you need the pullback. Currently, your 50% retracement level is 222. Mark that down. 222. If some foolish people will, whoa, look at that, huh? Wrong one. Will try to take that up to 224. Then your 50% retracement level will be around 223. 223, okay? Mark that down. Geo, follow Jesus. You following Jesus, Geo? Q's. Let's see what we got. Praise the Lord, my brothers and sisters. Praise the Lord. We are in a, we're in a narrow state on Googs. We're in a narrow state on Googs. Praise the Lord, my brothers and sisters. That's your gap up on the Googaroonies. Am I going long on that? No, not until pullback. 621 is your 50%. Okay? 623 is your 25% retracement level. So see what kind of pullback, all right, you get. Then you could go for a long. If you hold these two, you can go for a long. Under here with a retest, you're coming back through to 618. Do we got it? Are we good? Are we good, my brothers and sisters? Yeah? What else are we looking at? Katana limb. The limb of Katana. Netflix above 1102. You got room up to 1109 and 1119. All right, on the Netflix. Under 1094.50, you have room down to 1064. Simon says, yes, adorable dad, Mateo, Dr. 52. That's my boy Blue. Yes, thank you, Doctor. Joe Trevelyan, Christian Cruz, Shelly Stringer. Where's Shelly Galvin? I haven't seen her in a while. Where the hell's Shelly Galvin? Christian Cruz and Simon Says they're on a roll. Look at him go, baby. Microsoft, that's what I wanted to do. I saw it pop up. Thunder! Who's that with the fireworks? I got so many coming in. Hold on. Look at this. It's stuck. Thank you for those fireworks. I'll get you. Don't worry. Give them hell. All right, Microsoft. This is an important one. We are in a neutral state on Microsoft. We got a nice neutral state. Now, folks, let's take a look, okay? This is our move to the upside. Woo! Look at that green gap to the upside. Neutral state currently on Microsoft. All right, that's what we got. Right here at 531. Watch this. This is important. I got to go over this one with you guys. 531. Let's go back to the 5. All right. Hold on. I got a million things going on here. Wait a minute. All right, that's your move up. Do we got it? This is support right here at 531. Under this support doesn't mean much, okay? If you come through this, you still got your 25 and 50% retracement levels intact. Right here at 528 is going to be your 50%. Now, hear me out here. $530, okay? Look. 530 is your 25%. 528 is your 50%. 25 and 50. Do not let this support of 531 fool you. All right? Because of the gap. Under 528 with a retest, you're coming back through to 525. Not financial investment or tax advice. Anything above 528, you're looking for your longs. All right? Has everybody got that? Are we good? That's important. I needed to go over that one. Let's go. Let's go. Shelly Galvin. There she is. I didn't mean for you to put roses, Shelly. I just didn't know if you were in here. Shelly Galvin. Sandra. Christian Cruz. Look at all these people. Who did the fireworks? Let me find them. I can't find the firework person. There's too many of them. Look at this. I'm going to find you. I got to find you. I got to find you. The goat. Who did the fireworks? Say your name. Simon! Let's go, baby! Simon! Yes! What else are we looking at? GLD. SMCI coming up over there. DraftKings and SMCI. I got you. Don't you worry, YouTubers. I got you, babies. I got you. Don't you worry, babies. Cuckoos. I got you. All right, currently GLD, we are in a neutral state. Where the hell are we here? 371.64. Whoa, baby. We ain't going to the moon, huh? What happened? What happened? We were going to the moon. All right, let's put this one into perspective for my beauties. All right, this is your gap down. Pretty soon we're going to be doing a lot of these. Whoop, wrong color. Stand by. Pretty soon, I think we're going to be doing a lot of these. All right, here's your gap down, my beautiful, beautiful traders. GLD, now we're going reverse. So your 50% retracement level is now there, okay? 375 is your 50% retracement level coming back up the board. If you stay under that, you can look for your shorts, okay? Above that, you can have room back up to 377.52. Remember, we have 370.64. We have major support here. 369 support here. So be careful on GLD, okay? Mark those levels down. Christian Cruz again. There he goes. Who the hell is this guy? Christian. Thank you for the follows, everybody. We hit 70,000 followers yesterday. All right, who we got? DraftKings. Boom, 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 boom. Make sure you say happy birthday. It's his 1-year-old's birthday. Very important. Is he Christian the second? That's the question of the day. Is Christian Cruz Christian of the second, the 1-year-old? He is Christian the second. Yo, baby. Above 33.43, we got room. Oh, we got to get rid of red, right? We don't want red. Above 33.43, you have room up to $34 here on DraftKings. Starts to get a little dicey up here around the $34 area, okay? Under 32.95, we got room down to 32.50 on DraftKings. Freighter Adepto, the real keeper, says longs on DraftKings. Should we go long, he says. Are we ready, everybody? Freighter Adepto, we just don't know. We can't predict that. All we do is trade our setups. The wizard number 2 is here, everybody. That was magic, by the way. Did you like that? Did you like that magic? Google. Did you hear the magic from the wizard? Listen, listen, listen. Listen, listen, listen. Ready? Did you hear it? Oh, you guys are making me crazy over here. All right, let's see what we got. That's our gap up. We know our 50% retracement level is around 263, 263.50, okay? We do not want to go long into a whole number, 266 or 267. Look for your retracement first. Please, everybody, promise me that. Thank you. Nice try, Mateo Azura Devon. I see what you did. 6, thank you for the roses. Thank you, everybody, for all those donations today. NQ. NQ above 25,846. You got room up to 25,853. All right, watch that resistance up there. Back under 25,811. You have room down to 25,770. I like it, Mateo. Yes. Don't forget, you can also subscribe here. We're going to start putting up special stickers on here for all our subscribers that you could put in the chat only. IWM, yes. IWM, currently we are in a narrow state. Yes, it is. And I'm watching XOM. We're going to go back to that in a second. Narrow state. Whoa, baby. That's our move up currently on IWM. You have room up to 253 on IWM, okay? 253. Currently, your 50% retracement level is 251 here on IWM, okay? Back over at XOM, I am going to be watching this at the open, my beauties, all right? Because we're neutral here. We're in the whip zone, which I like. But my 5 minutes nice and tight here. And I know I got room up to 116.50 and then 117. But I don't care if it goes up. Under 115, under the whole number with a retest, I have room down to 114.50 and then 114. All right? So XOM has room to really move. We just don't know which direction yet, okay? Mario! Hello, Mario. How are you, my beauty? Anytime you want to know what stock we're on, my beautiful traders, right here. That's the symbol, and that's the time frame. 5-minute XOM. 5 minute is what, everybody? What is 5 minute? What do we call the 5-minute chart? Do you know? You know what we call the 5-minute chart? Roll call. The 1, you got it. 6. Christian Cruz. Thank you so much. Christian, thank you so much. I appreciate you. User, JDM, Bill Boyle, Shelly Stringer, Official KK, Shelly Galvin, Candy, Hadrian Rodriguez, Christian Cruz, Anya Spots. Thank you so much. As I'm going down here, let me see. Tanya Paulo, I appreciate you. Thank you. Who's this that I missed? Hector Isaias. Simon says. Marcus, adorable. Christina Zan. Davion, thank you. Bill Boyle. Hammer. Andrew the Believer. JL Haba. Jessica Pilach. OG Big Poppy. Three Bez. Jules, thank you, Jules and Three Bez. I appreciate you. Scooby-Dooby-Doo with the Witchy Kitty and the Mystic. Yeah. Thank you, Scooby. Lori Smith, thank you so much. Marcus, thank you so much. There's so many people in here. This is amazing. Adorable Dad, 11. Chad, Bill Boyle, Shelly Stringer, Shelly Galvin again. Vega Vague, Meezy, Toad, Joel Trevelyan, Ryan. Jesus. Look at all of these people. 6 and Rev. I think I got everybody. If I miss you, I'm so sorry. There's so many people. I love you all so much from the bottom of my heart. We're here to teach you and help you. That's why we do this. And that's why we have the VIP. All right? The link is in the bio if you want to get in the VIP. VIP, we'll see you in 2 minutes. Everyone else, we'll see you back in the morning. Don't forget, VIP live training tomorrow night for the VIPers. I love you guys. Have a beautiful day trading. Make the world a better place. Give somebody a hug today. We'll see you tomorrow, guys. Thank you, Christian, and happy birthday to that beautiful